Hello everyone. Good morning. Okay. So just a minute. We have discussed yesterday control flow statement, right? And only simple if, okay, only simple if, nested if that we have covered. Okay, just a minute. Let me just open the document. Hmm. So this is what our topic, right? Great. And yes, I have asked you to complete some assignment also, right? So I'll check the file. Yes, I have given you three questions. You just need to prepare a code for this, like accept input and accept two number and test it whether it is positive and like accept two number, no, accept only number, right? And test it whether it is positive, negative. Accept two number and test greater. That is okay. So again, that numbers we can test, right? And three numbers and again greater. So these three codes, I think you have tried, right? Okay, great. Today you will get something new. Fine. So in the last session, we discussed about what is ladder if. Somewhere what happened whenever you are testing multiple conditions, you need to write in this manner, right? We will be writing our logic like where we are declaring multiple if block, multiple else block. Again, depends on that condition. What exactly we are trying to evaluate. Correct? In general, when it comes to nested, what is the difference in ladder if and nested if? Ladder if is like a flow, step by step flow. Correct? One if statement, if it is true, condition is true, then only it will execute true block. Otherwise, it will come to else. And it will check the second condition. If else is also not match, right? Means second condition it will first check. If it is matching, then only it will run. Otherwise, it will come to else block. So that is what the step by step process. But nested if means one if you have written inside another if, then it becomes nested. So in general, any program whenever you solve in Java, right? So it depends what type of question it is asked, and based on that, you need to write your logic. Okay. But Java says, in fact, in every programming language, whenever we follow nested if or in general ladder if program, it will take multiple lines, right? It will consume multiple lines first of all. For every if block, for every else block, you need to declare curly brackets. And that is very tricky. Suppose tomorrow you are writing some long, logic. And if you miss any curly bracket, if you miss any curly bracket, again there will be the problem. So we need to take care that curly bracket should not be missed, right? You should write that blocks properly. And in that case, there is another problem with ladder if is what or nested if is what? It has to validate all the condition. Let's say I have written total 20 condition. And if condition number 17, if it is getting match, means it has to start from the first condition and it will validate up to 70. So that is very tricky, right? It will take some time because it has to validate each and every condition that which condition is matching with your expectation. And that is the problem. So they have given us solution that whenever you feel nested if or ladder if, it is like many conditions you are evaluating, and suppose it is not at all in terms of some kind of relational thing, means you are comparing, okay, less than greater than some kind of thing. In that case, means only you are matching key and the value. So they have asked us to use switch case statement. Means what, guys? Switch case will not work whenever you are testing grading kind of mechanism. Suppose there is a grade type of thing, na? If you have a marks between some range, their switch case will not work. But whenever you are just matching key along with its value, you know the key, you know the value, there you can apply switch case. Example, what is example of key value pair? Let's say I'm having a scenario, okay? I will ask a user, enter any number. Let's say I will give a choice to the user, okay? Let's say enter a number between, okay? I will write, okay, fine, between 0 to 5. And whenever any number user will enter, I just wanted to print over there spelling of that particular number. You can take example of weekly days, right? So if it is like 1, it should print Monday. If it is 2, it should print Tuesday. If it is 3, it should print Wednesday, something like that. So whenever you know the key, I mean you are just passing key and key has to match with certain value. There only we follow switch case statement. Switch case logic, it is quite simple than nested if or ladder if. But the point is, again, what are the limitation of switch case? Somewhere you need to match something kind of grading scenario, right? Where you are testing that particular scenario based on certain condition, and you are comparing two values, whether it is less than, greater than, okay, some other conditions. That is not possible with switch case, because in switch block you are just passing key, and the key has to match with value. In our example, if user enter 2, I should get directly result TWO2. That's it. This is what I'm expecting. So any key value pair, if you wanted to match, Java says you can follow switch case, and switch case also handle multiple condition, right? So example, month, total we have a 12 months. So we can compare 12 months. We can test 1 to 100 number, 1 to 20 number, whatever it is. But there, the best solution is what? Instead of writing the logic using nested if, or let's say if else statement, ladder if, better logic is what? We can apply switch case whenever just you are comparing two value. Okay. So the point is, in case of ladder if, and in case of, you can see this is the ladder if program, and in case of nested if, we are validating multiple conditions at a time. But there is a best way is what? You can follow directly switch case. In switch case, you can see whatever your variable or whatever your expression it is. Usually we call it as key. That key you are passing, and that key has to match with that particular value. And see, number of cases, again, there is no restriction. Depends on your requirement, 20, 30, whatever number of cases you have, you can design that logic. But again, I'm repeating, in this key, we cannot compare the values. You can't write, okay, key is less than equal to 0 and then check the particular value. No. Generally, we look for what? Particular key has to match with particular value. Example C. Suppose you are passing integer key, right? Value should be matched with the same type. You are passing string type of key. Value should be matched with string type only. So that is also another rule. So switch case have certain rule. Whatever key you are passing, the same data type should be there for the value. Then only it will match, and then only it will work. So there are again multiple scenarios. Let me help you with the topic, what exactly switch case it is, and how you guys are able to write or test multiple condition. So in the real time, we always follow switch case, even ladder if, okay, in automation also. Same scenario yesterday we have discussed, right? Browser provider. Now, yesterday we have discussed using ladder if technique, correct? This is how you will create your, logic. And in automation, I will show you same code, but with the automation logic. Similarly, we can set up the environment. We can set up this particular browser conditions using switch case also. So both the way you can implement in your automation also. How to do that? I will come to that point again in automation. But this is what the base which you need to focus very well. Now let me talk. Let's create better new program. So I will just come to control flow, and I will create a new class which is related to switch case. So let me write switch case demo. Okay. Now please have a look. I will be taking main function. Great. And here, let's begin. So guys, very first we will accept some input from the user. So better I will declare scanner. Scanner sc new scanner. And here in the constructor, we know that we are passing system.in. Now let me import scanner class from Java. Now I'm passing here one message to the user. Enter number between, okay, let's say 0 to 5. I'm just taking 5 number, okay. Let's make it simple code, right? So absolutely user will enter number means I have to use a method sc dot next int method. Agree? So it will accept integer type of data, and now that data I can store as a integer number. So I will be using here int, let's say number. Okay. So I'm having this number, and I just wanted to confirm that if number is 0, it should display spelling of that particular 0. Correct? If number is 1, it should display 1. Number is 2, it should display 2. So at this moment, I will design here switch case. And let me show you real syntax and meaning for each and everything, whatever you are following. The switch case statement we are learning. Okay, in Java, there are expressions also available. So we are talking about statement. So that's the reason if you just write switch, okay, if you just write switch, and if you keep your, just press control space, okay, using your keyboard, then immediately you are getting multiple syntaxes here. See, switch case expression, switch label expression, switch label statement. So generally there are key and the value type, it is totally different. If you take expression, we need to take statement, right? And see the syntax. We are actually passing key inside the switch, and then you are comparing that key with the value. So we need, this is the main syntax, key value pair, where we are just able to match. At this moment, what is the key? My key is that number, correct? So I will just replace the key with number, and in the case I will declare actual number, integer type of data only. So whenever case 0, what I'm expecting, it should print spelling of that particular number. So I will be writing better 0. Okay. And then there is a break statement which plays very important role. So guys, break, continue, return, these are the branching statements in Java. Okay. These statements plays very important role. Technically, break you can follow with two important things. One is switch, another one is loop. In loop also we can use a break statement. In switch case also we can use a break statement. But main purpose of break is what? Let's say you put multiple condition. Whenever any condition will match, right? Whenever any number means that key, if it is matching with that value, what we are expecting, immediately the code should give us result, and the process of, validation, it should stop. So that, because of that reason, okay, we are following break here. Break is again depends on that logic you can write, but yes, if you don't write a break, I'll show you what will be the result. So currently I'm expecting what? Whenever I pass any number, it should compare with that case and I should get a result. But guys, how many number I'm asking to the user? 0 to 5 means total 6 number. So better I have to design here 6 cases. Correct? Let's write case number 1, case number 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And let's change that data. So at this moment, suppose this is the first case. Let me change now from here. This is the first case 1, and absolutely spelling I will get 1. Whenever user enter 2, I should get a spelling here. Okay. TWO2. Whenever user enter 3, I should get a spelling here. Let's say 3. Whenever user will enter 4, I should get a spelling. Okay. 4. And let me write for last scenario, which is 5. And here I am updating. Great. Now you can see there is a one more case. Let me delete this. And guys, what is the default? Let's say if any number is not matched, user has entered 9 and 9 is not in that range, right? In that case, like a else part, if any number or any case will not satisfy, it will come to default case. And then here you can provide meaningful message for the user. I will say wrong number. Better? Wrong number. Clear? So what is this point? Technically in switch case, you can see entire code you will write within a single curly bracket. That is the best part. Okay. You don't need to maintain separate curly bracket for separate condition. Here also we are matching multiple condition. But what exactly we are doing? We are just comparing that value. So how the code will run? Everyone. Let me show you debugging for switch case. Okay. So very first, how to debug any program. So in the last session, if you remember, we learned that, right? How you can debug the code. Let me show you how exactly this switch case will work in case of debugging. So at this moment, okay, at this moment, I designed this program. Now guys, just have a look. Technically what happened, whenever you run, whenever you pass a number, it will just check that key is matching with which case. And directly it will come to that case and you will see that result. And let me show you with the debugging so you will understand topic better. So guys, I will apply first debug point. Let me double click on that main function. So line number 7, I have applied debug, and let me debug the code, not run. I'm debugging my code, debug as a Java application. And now see this. Okay, great. So here you can observe your entire result. Okay. See the variable, very first which line will run now? Scanner wala line, correct? So if I run this, see what I'm getting. I got that SC object is created. Now it is doing what? It will print and it will ask you enter a number. So at this moment, focus. See, it is asking me enter number between 0 to 5. Let me write 4. Okay, I'm just writing 4 as a number. At this moment, what it will do and how the code will run. Please have a look. If I run this, then what happened? I mean, I have just step over the command, right? At this moment, if you can see why it is not showing us that number. Okay, I'm just getting here some arguments, but I will be not able to show that number. Let me run this. No, it is not debugging here. Just a minute. Let me stop. It got stopped. Let me again run. Let me come back to the package. Let's run it in the debug mode. So debug as one more time Java application. Just see. Okay, I'm expecting it should run the whole statement. Okay, enter the number. See, now it is asking me enter a number. Let me add 4. At this moment, let me run. After 4, it is not executing in the debug mode. So for switch case, it is not showing me the flow. Okay, if you can see, again it got stuck. It is not saving that number. It should save here that number and we should get the result. That is fine. Let me stop. I think you can also try this code at your side. It should run, but why it is not accepting? Fine. So let me show you how it is working actually. So whatever number you are passing, right? We are passing that number into switch case. So what the switch will do, whatever number it will just match with the value and it will never look all the cases. It will directly match that value and it will come to that case. Then whatever message will be there, it will print. And finally, you have written break, right? So break means it will exit from that switch body. Guys, what the break statement will do? Break statement never exit entire code. Remember, let me show you. Suppose this is the switch body. Okay, we have written switch here. And when you say break, any case if it is match, and whenever it found break, it will directly take control outside the switch body. So it will never exit the program. Break is not used to exit the code. Break is only used to exit from the switch or exit from the loop. Okay. So at this moment, if I run the program, please have a look. What I'm expecting, suppose I'm writing same number, 4. I'm expecting answer should be 4, right? And you can see, because of break, now I'm getting the same result. But suppose I'm commenting the break. Just have a look why break is important. So I'm just going to comment this statement. Okay. Let me comment. Let me comment from here. And I will comment from here also. Great. Okay. Let me save the code and let me run one more time. Again, I'm writing some input. Let me run this code. Okay, enter number between 0 to 5. This time I'm writing 3. So expected answer is what? Only 3. Correct? Because only it should match with one case. But if you don't provide break, after that match case, whatever it is, whatever next output will be there, every output you will see in the console. Means see, I am getting 3, 4, 5 plus wrong number also, and which is completely wrong result. Means in every switch case, along with the case, break statement plays important role because whenever that case will run, it will immediately break from that particular switch body. Clear? So purpose of break is what? Break is a branching statement and break will help you to, exit from, just remember, exit from switch case and loop. Only in two things we are using break. Okay. Now tell me, point is clear how the switch case is working. So any multiple scenarios you wanted to validate, better approach is you can follow directly switch case. Same logic, yesterday we have discussed about vowel, right? Same logic you can write using switch case. Let me show you. So again, I'm commenting this full program, which we have written only for that numbers. Let me modify in the same code. Okay. So again, I will ask a user, enter a character. Suppose enter a character. So whatever character it is, we have to read, right? How we can read? SC dot, we have a method next line. First of all, accept data as a string. From the string, I will immediately apply character at, where I'm passing zeroth position and I can hold that character. Correct? Char, let's say ch. And now, guys, this character, suppose I just wanted to confirm whether it is vowel or not. So we can pass it to switch. How? Please have a look. Again, I'm writing switch. Okay, here I can pass that character. So at this moment, make a note. Now, character ch is a type of char only. Means whenever I'm writing any case value, it should be the same data type. Means I have to validate in this way. If it is character A, then I should get a message. Okay, I should get a message that ch is better. I will customize ch is vowel. Clear? So after this statement, what we need to do? Yeah, break is important. I have to apply break. And this is my one case, guys. And similarly, we have five characters, I mean five vowels. So better we can design five cases. And then I will just write, okay, A, E, then I will be writing I, O, and last vowel it is U. And if any vowel is not matched, then we can go to default case, correct? So in default, what I wanted to write is, so that whatever ch it is, let me write, is not a vowel. Clear? So this is how you can write a logic. And after default, there is no need to break because anyways it will come outside. There is no other cases declared, correct? So at this moment also, if I run the code, please have a look. The result. It is asking me enter a character. If I say U, absolutely it will match exact case and you will see the result that U is a vowel. Are you getting my point? So by writing this logic in ladder if, see, in ladder if we have written same logic and writing logic using switch case, quite easy because here the syntax is very, very simple. Correct? Now what we covered and what we'll be using in automation. Let me tell you two scenarios and then I will be providing one assignment on the same. So guys, you can see. Let me take same example which we have taken yesterday for browser. Okay. At this moment, I wanted to follow the browser provider. Means I will ask a user. Okay, just have a look. Here I will ask a user, enter browser name. Correct? So whatever browser name it is, accept it. So I will be reading it next line, which is string. And let's declare it. This is string browser name. Correct? Now at this moment, what we are expecting everyone? If the browser name it is matching with three browsers, suppose Chrome, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge, then only we should get certain result. So better I will declare switch. Okay, in switch, I'm passing browser name. Now please have a look. Here I'm writing that case. Now if case is what? Absolutely it is a string type. So better we write in the string Chrome. If case is Chrome, then I will be writing I should get a message. Test case is executing on Chrome. Clear? Test case is executing on Chrome. And after this statement, what I can do? I can just print break. Everyone clear? But see, understand here one more important topic. Okay. So at this moment, let me design only three cases. See. And one more. Suppose I'm comparing one more case that is Microsoft Edge and I'm comparing one more which is Firefox. While declaring the cases, I have declared every letter in a lowercase format. Correct? So it will just match exact value. If you are passing all the letters in lowercase, then only it will work. But guys, if you are providing choice to the user, user can enter in any pattern. User can enter capital letters, mix of letters. In that case also, we should get a same result. Agree? This is not a code where you can see the dynamic result. Focus. At this moment, if I run the code, okay, let me add default case also. Suppose I'm writing default and I'm writing, okay, wrong browser, okay, browser choice. I will just write in this manner, okay, wrong browser choice. And, and at this moment, let me run this logic. So what will happen? First, it will ask us enter browser name. Okay, I'm writing here, let's say Chrome, or let me write, let's say Firefox. Okay, you can see code will work. Okay, I think I haven't updated message. Let me update, guys. Age, and I will be writing here Firefox. So absolutely answer will be now Firefox. Let me run it again. Okay, now see again I'm passing my input Firefox. At this moment I'm getting the result now. Okay, the test case is running on Firefox. But guys, what if I enter that word, okay, let's say capital letter Firefox. Now this will work. What do you think? Spelling is correct. Every hour we are expecting what I should get the same result. Test case is running on Firefox. But in this case, I'm getting default result, wrong browser choice, and which should not be the case. So user can enter anything. There might be possibility, one more time I'm running the code, and suppose there might be possibility user is writing only first letter capital and all the rest of the letters are small. Okay, so example, Firefox. In this case also I'm expecting I should get a result. Yes, test case is running on Firefox. But in our case, I'm getting default answer. So generally, as I told you, the type and the format both should be matched. Currently, the type is string, which is matching. But what is the problem? I declare every case with a lowercase letter. So whenever user enter any uppercase letter, it is not matching with the lowercase data. And there is a problem. So guys, how we can solve this issue? Can anybody suggest me something? You know the problem, right? Currently, I'm writing some uppercase data. Then there is a problem. Can we do something? Any logic from your side?
Yesterday we used one ignore case
Okay.
details. So can we use
Okay.
that here?
Yes, Priyanka, absolutely. But the let me tell you the point. Ignore case and equal method. Okay. Please have a look. Both the method works with object. Okay. Means, as I told you, every string and whenever you declare anything for that string. Correct? So what is the meaning of this statement? String is a class, S1 is a reference variable, and this is object. Correct? Right hand side always point to object. Now what happened when I say S1 and suppose I'm having S2 string, which is also hello. How I can use equals ignore case method or equals method? I will be writing S1 dot equals or equals ignore case, right? And then I will be passing S2. So what we are doing? We are using method where we are passing that both the value. Are you getting my point? You are passing object. Currently, in switch case, as I told you, we can't apply method. We can't apply comparison here directly. So if I come to here browser name, what you will pass as object? Tell me. Suppose I'm using equals method. What I should pass as object? Because whatever object it is, that is what I'm comparing in the case. Are you getting my point? In fact, in the case also, you will not able to apply the method. So equal ignore case, equal method we can't follow here, right? And both methods will be only for the comparison. Here, can we do something like this? See, whatever in my case, all the data I have written with the lowercase, correct? Suppose any capital letter, anything user has entered, we have to convert it in the form of lowercase. Can we convert input in the lowercase? Then this lowercase I can match with the lowercase data. Possible? We can do this. Means equal ignore case equals method will not help you. We need here conversion method. For string class, two methods available. If you wanted to convert any string in purely uppercase, then we have two uppercase method. Okay. Suppose now current data, I wanted to convert it completely in lowercase so that it should match with my cases, right? Then we are having two lowercase method. Clear? So this method doesn't work with another object. Equals method, equal ignore case method work with another object. Two objects required. But now you can see if I just write current input, which I'm going to store into b name, right? If I just write b name dot two lowercase, what it will do? This method converts your user input purely in lowercase. So it doesn't matter, user is writing uppercase, lowercase, what kind of or any kind of combination. Now we are converting that input into lowercase purely, and then that value will match with your lowercase data and you will see the result. Clear? So just have a look. If I run this program, how it is working. Again, it is asking me enter browser name. Suppose I'm writing everything in capital, age. What it will do internally now? It will first store into bname. Whenever you are passing into switch, it will convert it all the letters into lowercase, and then it will match with your case, age, and you will see the result. Test case is executing on age. Now clear? So basically in switch case, operators and direct comparison operators or comparison methods, we can't pass. But if you wanted to just convert one type of data into another type, or maybe we can say uppercase to lower, lower to upper, that kind of thing we can do whenever it doesn't require any second object. This method will just do the case conversion. Got it? So if you wanted to convert your data into lowercase, we use a method for string to lowercase method. Now clear? So at this moment, whatever combination you will pass, you will get the same result. Doesn't matter. Any letter is uppercase or lowercase. Just focus. One more time. Let me run the same program. Suppose I'm writing F capital. Okay, fire. Again, I'm writing Firefox. Okay. This will convert each and every letter into lowercase only. And you will see the result. Yes, test case is executing on Firefox. Now clear? So there are beautiful methods available in string class. Okay, we will come to that point very soon. But this is how you need to understand how exactly switch case work internally. So we can't apply here equals, equal ignore case, but conversion method we can follow, either uppercase or lowercase. Example C. If you have declared all your letters in the lowercase format, then you can apply, uppercase format, then you can apply method to uppercase. Means we will read input from the user, we will convert it into uppercase, and then we will compare. Clear? So it depends on you, what logic you are writing. But this is what switch case statement. Can I give you one assignment? Will you try? Better? See, I want output like this. Just ask a user, enter a environment. Okay. Enter environment name. Okay. So user will enter some environment. Example, we are testing with 5 environment. Consider development environment, QA environment, suppose stage environment, prod environment, and then suppose I'm having this is a delivery environment, or I will say op. Okay, operational environment. Let me write. Okay. So I'm just comparing. I will accept environment from the user. Example, user has entered suppose QA. Then it should match with the QA environment and you should get a result. Yes, test case is executing in QA environment. Will you write this logic? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just take one screenshot. So better I will write one more line. Write a switch case logic and send it in your WhatsApp group so that other participant will get the access. Hmm. So you have to compare environment with 5 different environment. Test the logic with 5 different environment. Done? Yes, screenshot has taken.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So I hope the point is clear, right? Now see, there are many examples you can try. Example C. Suppose what I wanted to do, let me show you that example. We will ask a user. So this is our browser scenario. Okay, again I'm commenting the code. And in the same program, I'm writing another scenario. Suppose we were asking that user, enter, enter performance. Okay, performance. Or let me write what we can do, we can ask employee to enter performance, okay, ID. Suppose in between 1 to 5, okay. And absolutely what will happen, user will enter 1 to 5 means user will enter some number, okay. So absolutely I will be reading it, sc dot next in, and then we have to write it integer number, or I will say ID. Now I just need to compare it, okay. Suppose ID is 5, that means what, we can say employee of the year, best performance. If it is one number, one means poor performance, right? Second means what, again it is a medium performance. Third is what, something like we can say good performance but need to improve, right? So you can judge or you can provide some particular status to that particular ID. So let's try that example. Suppose I will pass it to switch. What is that particular ID? And as per the ID, I wanted to print that cases. Absolutely, if it is one, I'll say your performance is okay. Your, let me write, performance is poor. Okay. And then I will just put the break. Correct? This is what the case. Now let me copy because I will be passing total 5 cases. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. And it is quite easy to write. See, if case number 2, I mean, if anybody's performance ID is 2, then I will say need to improve, something like this. Okay. Then if performance ID is 3, I will say here it is a good performance. I will say good. And if performance ID is 4, okay, we will write excellent. Okay. And if performance ID is 5, then we will write, let's say, employee, employee of the month, whatever it is. Correct? So monthly performance we can validate. And if any ID means user has entered something wrong, in that case only I should get a default case. So I'm writing wrong choice. Okay? Done. So guys, how simple code it is to write, correct na? In which case, you are able to just match the condition. See now, enter performance ID in between 1 to 5. I will just write 4, right? So I'm getting, yes, your performance is excellent. This is how you can design any type of logic in switch case. Point clear? But only remember, if you are thinking just okay, grading type of mechanism, if you try to write, then guys, that will not work. Any grading type of mechanism means, see, we can't pass here also, okay, that one is less than 0 or one is greater than 0. This kind of things we can't pass, okay, whenever you are testing that particular case. That's the reason with the help of relational operator, you will not able to validate the scenario using switch case. So only the situation whenever you are matching certain key along with value, switch case is possible. Clear? So this is all about conditional statement that we have completed from Java. Simple if else, ladder if, nested, and switch case. Total 5 statements you have completed. Try that one program where you are testing the environment, right? Same logic will be learning in automation. Now guys, let me start one more topic, loops. What is importance of loop? Again, it is a very general topic. In rest assured, in mobile application testing, in automation, web application testing, we will be using loops concept, which is very, very interesting and common. Let me tell you, most of the time in automation, we generally interact with for loop. There are 3 loops to understand, but most commonly we follow for loop, guys. For loop and somewhere depends on the condition, we follow while loop. Okay? Java provides you 4 types of loop. Very first, for loop, which is very common. So I will say for loop. Okay. Second loop is while loop. Third loop is do while loop. And guys, this is very special, which is called enhance for loop. Enhance for loop means actually it is also referred as for each loop. Remember. Okay. This is also referred as for each loop. So the point is These all for loops will be learning. And this is very special because it will only work whenever you have multiple set of data, not on single data. Okay. Suppose you have collection of information and you wanted to iterate, right? There only for each loop work. So this for each loop you will understand with respect to array topic, plus in collection framework we will be using for each loop. Okay. So these are traditional format. So let's begin with the traditional first. We'll be covering these three loop first, and then when we start array, I will talk about for each loop also. What is for each loop and how to use it. But first, important question. Now, in automation also, there are multiple situations where we need to iterate, right? But where to apply which loop? How you will understand that? Guys, there is a simple trick to understand. Like whenever you are talking about for loop, remember, we can apply for loop only and only whenever number of iterations are known. So I will be writing, if you know how many time you are iterating, so number of iterations, okay, are known, then only follow for loop. Remember. So you know it is fixed. Okay, example what? Suppose you have a drop down and drop down contains only 10 option and it is fixed. So only 10 time you need to iterate. Correct? Then we can apply for loop. So most common scenarios are what? Where we can apply for loop in automation. Generally, suppose you are trying to automate calendar. Yes. Calendar, how many days, guys? Max to max 30, 31, or only for Feb, you will get either 28 or 29. Depends on our, years. Correct? So these are dates which are fixed. So if I wanted to iterate any calendar, absolutely I will be following for loop. Correct? Now see, any drop down where number of options are fixed, correct? Options are fixed. If the drop down is not dynamic, absolutely we can apply for loop. Are you getting my point? So anything which is number of iterations are known. Suppose I'm having a table and table contains only, let's say, 5 rows. Again, I can go with for loop, right? So table automation, we can learn or we can iterate directly using for loop only. So remember one shortcut. For loop is what? It is a loop, iteration loop. Where number of iterations are known, we always prefer for loop. Second, suppose there is a case, what is a while loop? Basically, it is called entry control loop. Okay, entry control. Entry control means decision will be taken care based on the condition. So this loop will iterate, but based on condition. Then it is called entry control. And remember, when number of iterations are not known, okay, number of iterations are not known, then only we can follow, okay, while loop. If I don't know how many time I will be iterating, in that situation only you can follow while loop, guys. So what are the automation scenario? Let's say somewhere pagination logic we can run using while loop. Somewhere, let's say anything which is you are not sure, right? Suppose I'm having a list to iterate, but I don't know how many elements are there in the list, or that list is a dynamic list. There we can follow while. So whenever you are not sure, like how many iterations will be there in that list, in that particular pagination. What does mean by pagination? Somewhere you have observed table is available with multiple pages, but total pages count you don't know. Suppose that is not fixed. Maybe table is dynamic. There we can apply while loop, guys. Clear the point? So list type of scenario, pagination, where number of iterations are not known, we can use while loop. And guys, third, which is very rare, actually we don't follow this in automation, means I haven't used it so far, but still do while is what? Suppose one time, okay? One time you wanted to run your code without matter what condition it is, because it is exit control. Means condition will be validated at the end. After iteration, it will check the condition. So only one time execution, guys, one time execution, and without matter what condition it is, then we can apply do while loop. So do while is a exit control, while loop is a entry control. And for loop is very special. Most commonly we follow for loop, but general scenario is what? Whenever you are aware number of iterations, then only you can use a for loop. Now, what you people need to learn? Absolutely, for every loop, we have a special syntax. So we are going to learn here concept of, okay, what is a for loop, how to write a logic, while loop and do while loop. All three loops commonly we will understand. But then I will be talking about nested for loop also, which is most important to know. Because whenever you work, okay, whenever you work with file, somewhere we are trying to read information from the file. So file data can be, it's like row wise, column wise data. There only one single for loop will not help you. We need to write somewhere nested logic, means one loop inside another loop. So how exactly row and column wise concept you are able to print, you are able to run, that I will be covering with the nested for loop. So this is how the loop concept will be learning. So let's start with for loop first. How to write a logic. Okay. Guys, you need to understand syntax. In for loop, for you have to write. Here we generally write initialization part. After colon, there is a condition. After colon, there is a increment or decrement you need to write. Depends on that particular logic. And here, whatever statement you wanted to run, that we generally write. Okay. Let me give you scenario. Just have a look. Suppose I wanted to print very simple code, hello statement 5 times. Okay. Hello statement 5 times. So guys, how many time I wanted to print hello statement 5? One way is what? You can write sysout statement 5 times. But guys, if you are writing 5 times, it will just increase the code. Correct? Length of the code will increase. I'm writing same statement 5 times. But in real time, generally what happen? So you wanted to print only one statement, hello. But number of time is increased, that is 5. It might be 10, it might be 20, whatever it is. So whenever you wanted to iterate same task multiple number of time, better we apply loop concept. So how I can write the logic? Here, what does mean by initialization part? Actually, the time counting, okay, that number of time, whatever number of time you wanted to iterate, that you can declare as a initialization. Means if I just declare count here, integer count, count should iterate how much time? Absolutely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will start from first iteration and I need to travel up to last fifth iteration. So guys, how I can design a for loop? I will be writing for first initialize the first position value. Integer I is equal to 1. Means my counter will start with 1. I is nothing but now counter. I has to iterate how much time? 5 times. Correct? Now tell me. Initially if I say 1, 1 is less than 5 or 1 is greater than 5? Absolutely it is less than 5. Then you can put the condition up to, like as soon as 1 is less than 5 or it will become 5. Correct? Means ith value, if it is less than 5 or it is equal to 5, till 5 I just want to increment the counter and I wanted to print that message. So you have to put the condition I should be less than equal to 5. Up to that I should be incremented value by 1 na? 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4. So you have to use here increment operator. Got it? And then I will be writing that message. Which message you wanted to print? Absolutely hello. Correct? So how the for loop will work? Please have a look. Now, initially, first point is what? It will initialize the value. See, I will become 1. Then it will compare condition. 1 is less than equal to 5, condition true. Then it will come inside, means it will print in the output first hello statement and you will get hello. Because of println, control come to next line. And then after this, it will increment the counter. This is the fourth. Okay. So I will become 2. Correct? Again, it will test the condition. 2 is less than equal to 5. Condition still true. It will come inside. It will print second time hello. What will be the third situation? Again, increment. I will become 3. I plus plus means we are incrementing value of I by 1. 3 is less than equal to 5. Yes, condition true. It will come inside and it will print third time hello. One more time, I will become 4. 4 is less than equal to 5. Condition still true. It will come inside. It will print fourth time hello. Now please have a look. I will become 5. 5 is not less than, but it is equal to 5. Condition still true. Correct now? Now it will come inside and it will print last hello. Great. After that, I will become incremented again, but it will match the condition. 6 is less than equal to 5. No. Here you will get a false. Whenever condition will not match, control will come outside the loop and you will see 5 time hello printed in the console. Got it? So if I can show you this logic, just have a look. Let's design one common class for all the loop example in syntax wise. So loop demo. Okay, loop demo 1, or I will just write loop demo and please have a look. Our first scenario is what? Print hello statement. Okay, hello statement 5 times. Now please have a look. I will be writing integer. I should start with 1. I should be less than equal to 5 and I plus plus. Correct? And here I am writing the statement which I wanted to run. That's it. Let's run it and please have a look. I am getting hello statement printed 5 times. Now here guys, let's try debug. I will apply debug point. I will say debug as Java application and please notice. See the variable here, okay? Now what will happen? Initially, I become 1. See, I value is become 1 and now it is printing that hello, correct? Because condition match, 1 is less than 5. So first hello printed. Now see, I will become 2 and it will come inside, it will print second hello. I will become 3, it will come inside, it will print third hello. I will become 4. See, again it is coming inside and it is printing. Last I will become 5. Conditions still match. It will print hello. But now whenever you will increment it, see control come outside the loop. Why? Because I value will become 6 and condition fail over there. So in the console, if you observe, 5 time I am able to see hello statement. Clear? So here you are able to see the debugging point where the I value you are able to observe. Correct? So debugging will help you to understand the flow of the program. Clear? So mostly try to debug the code. So tell me, first logic, which is very simple, which is clear. See. Okay. Now tell me, I wanted to print, let's say 1 to 1 to 10 numbers. How I can print it? Anyone? Can you help me to write your for loop? Hmm. How many numbers you wanted to print? 1 to 10. Means iteration should be 10 times. Correct? So how I can start? For integer, what should be the I number? I should
1.
start with 1. Very good. Then what I have to write? See, first number it is less than 10. Means up to the 10, I want that iteration. So I will be writing
Less than equal.
less than equal to 10. Good. And then I plus plus. Okay, what I should print?
I.
Correct. Exact ith value. So you will able to see that number 1 to 10. See, if I run this logic, I'm getting all 1 to 10 numbers got printed. Okay, if I wanted to write reverse, possible? I wanted to write 10 to 1. How I should write? Integer, I should start with which number now?
10.
Very good. It should start with 10. Okay, for 10th position, I will be starting. And up to 1, I need to just backward travels. Correct? What I need to write as a condition? Ith value should be
Less than equal to 1.
less
E-
than equal to 1 or
Equal to
greater than.
1.
Okay, only equal to 1 if you write, condition will fail. First line only. It will not run. What we have to
Okay,
write?
हाँ,
It
I
will
equal
be
to 10.
greater.
I.
Ah. See, if you are writing I10 and if you are writing I is equal to 1, then
Hmm.
there will be problem, no? So what we have to write? I need to travel from 10, then it should be become 9, then it should become 8, up to 1 it should end. I mean, decremented by 1. So better I should write I value which
Yeah.
is greater than equal to 1. So unless and until it will become 1, I want what? Can I say I minus minus, decrement the value of I, and then I will be printing the same ith value. This logic will print reverse order. See, it is starting from 10, then it will become 9, 8, 7, 6, and up to 1. It will run. So first condition, see, depends on that number. What number you are typing, put the condition. Okay, what condition you are writing. One famous interview question. Okay, let's have a look. I'm writing in this manner. So question is, what is the output of this program? I haven't declared anything as a initialization part. I haven't put any condition. I haven't written increment, decrement, anything. And I just wanted to print high. Will this print? Will this work? What do you think? Very famous interview question. What is the output of this code? So let me tell you. By default, if you don't write any condition, any declaration, anything, by default for loop condition, okay, I will say default for loop condition is true. So whenever condition is true, means this will run. But how much time it will run? Hmm? Now there is no increment, decrement, nothing is mentioned. So this loop will execute absolutely infinite time. Are you getting my point? See the pointer. I'm running this logic now and see. Continuously it is executing unless and until I'm going to stop it, it will run the code. So infinite time you are able to see hi that message is printing in the console. So let's stop it. You need to just click on this exit, okay, exit or terminate code option, and then it will stop and you can see, correct? Number of time it is executing, and do not write such a logic, but it is only for your interview you need to understand. So generally, if you write in this manner, remember it will execute infinite time. Clear? So I will comment this full code because we are not writing anything which is executing infinite time. Where this infinite code will help you? See, have you noticed in real time also, some shops, okay, some most of the popular hotels, there you will get continuous one line. Like welcome, let's say example, it is Taj, then it will be like welcome to Taj, welcome to Taj. That line is continuously running. How? How that line is continuously executing? Because it is actually the code internally designed, which is infinite execution. That's the reason the code will run continuously unless and until you stop it. Okay? Absolutely. After some duration, you are able to see, then we can add a pause also. Okay, that example, suppose in my case, let me show you this point also. How we can add a pause. So I wanted to run high. This will run definitely infinite time. But after one statement printed, it should wait for 2 seconds, suppose, and then it should continue. Then Java has another feature. Java provides you one beautiful class, predefined class, which is called thread. Java support multi-threading, right? So Java can help you to pause the current execution also. So there we have a thread class. In thread, there is one method available, sleep method. You can put here timeout in millisecond and then it is possible. Suppose I want 2 second gap. 2 second means in millisecond you need to write 2000 millisecond. Then I will be writing 2000. Okay. And what happened, this is a predefined class. Whenever you will write, it will throw some exception. Exception name is interrupted exception. So at this moment, we haven't discussed exception. So don't worry for the exception part. I will be covering at the last. But let's throw that exception for now. So just you have to click, keep your mouse pointer and you will get this warning. Unhandled exception, interrupted exception. Let's throw it. Okay. So I have thrown in the program, right? Now please see how it will run. Again, I'm executing and just have a look. So code is executing. See, After 2 seconds, now it is printing high continuously. Can you see that? See, after 2 seconds, you are able to see that high got printed in the console. So basically logic remains same, but this is how the code generally you have observed, okay, in that real time scenario, infinite logic. But we are not expected to write any infinite logic. Okay, so I have to break it manually, and then only you can continue with your other programs. Correct? So just remember, as per the interview, by default, if you don't put any condition, it will be always true. And that's the reason code will run infinite time. Okay. Now, suppose there is a very another famous question. Let's write a code for, okay, write, write a program to print sum of 100 natural numbers. How you will do this? So let me tell you, 100 natural numbers when you add, starting from 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 3 plus 4, all these numbers. Final answer will be 50-50. Very interesting result. Okay, 50-50. How you will write this logic? What I want total 100 number addition, basically. Means how I can do this step? See, first of all, I'm expecting it should start with 1. That is my first number. Then 1 plus second number, it should add. And answer will be 2, 3, right? Then 3 plus next number, which is in our iteration 3. Then answer will be 6. 6 plus next number, which is 4. Means every time I will be taking first number, I'm adding the second number into that, right? I will keep some sum, right? Within that sum, again, I'm adding the next number. This is what I'm trying to do. And then finally, when you add it up to 100, answer will be 50-50. How you will able to write this logic? Anybody help me? First tell me, how much number you wanted to add? Total 100. That means how many number of time iteration you are expecting? Absolutely 100. So I will just design for loop first. See, integer I should start with 1. I should be less than equal to 100 and I plus plus. Correct? This is my condition loop. But within loop, what exactly I'm trying to do? I is indicating my first number, current number, right? But I need to add it with the next number, incremented number. So how I can do this process? Can I write I is equal to I plus 1 here? What will happen if you write in this manner? I will be 1. 1 is equal to 1 plus 1, it will be 2. And then it will get next incremented number, which is 2. Means current first input will be 2 plus 2, which is wrong, na? I want my iterations should start, addition should start with what? This number. So what I'm going to do in that case, I will declare extra variable, guys. Let's take sum. Suppose current value of sum is 1. Okay. Then instead of this line, okay, what I will be writing, which will not take the current input. Better I will do what? Sum plus I. And whatever result it is, I will hold into some variable. How the code will run? Please notice. Initially, I is 1. Correct? Let me declare here. I is 1. It will test the condition. 1 is less than 100. Yes, true. It will come inside. What is the value of sum? Sum is 1. If I'm taking 1, then it will be 1 plus 1. Means again I'm getting wrong result. Then what I should keep as a sum value? Can I write better 0? Because initially it should start with 1 only. Correct? So let me change the value. Now it is 0. 0 plus 1, what is the current sum value, everyone? So I'm getting current sum value, which is 1. I got my first number. Correct? Now it will increment the I value. I will become 2. Next time what happen? Okay, this condition will match again. It will come inside. Now tell me how the code will be run. Sum value, current sum value is 1. 1 plus next number 2, and the result will be stored into sum. Means now it will become 3. Are you getting my point? So now we are satisfying our condition. Correct? First number plus 2, we are getting 3. Got it? Next time again I will be incremented. I will become 3. Current sum value 3, 3 plus 3, answer is 6. And see, here also we are matching our second condition. So technically with the help of extra variable, you can write that logic. See how simple logic it is. Integer, I will declare sum is equal to 0. Okay. Then I will write integer, I should start with 1. I should be less than equal to 100 because I need to iterate up to 100 and I plus plus. And here I will be writing what? Sum is equal to sum plus I. That's it. So final result will be where? Inside sum, correct? So can I print outside the loop? Okay. Here I will be writing sum of sum of 100 natural numbers. Okay. I will print sum. Now please have a look. If I run this logic, what is the output? So sum of 100 natural number, it is 50-50. Got it? So I'm getting the result. Clear with the topic? How you can write this kind of logic? Yes? Okay. Loop is very interesting and multiple scenarios will be learning because it is important topic. But let me just confirm. The code which I have written for week number 2, which is related to this topic or not. Okay. So this is I have given already, right? There are total 10 questions, but based on loop, I have written, yeah, control flow. So I'm sharing this file with you, okay, where the multiple programs available, you can see. So classify number as positive, negative, or zero, accept number from the user. Then some kind of discount code you can try. Uh, Third is what? Java program take integer 1 to 7 and print the day. Okay, weekly. Okay, using switch case, you can try this, right? Today we have seen this. Then you can write a logic for leap year validation, and logic is given how to test. Program for greater and the grading mechanism. To think how you are writing this logic. Okay, multiple examples are here. And for loop, yeah, see, this you can try. Print all even number up to 50. Print all odd number up to 50. This program you can try. Then how to check any number is prime or not. How to check Armstrong number. I will be covering this, okay, in the session. In fact, there is another logic, yeah, factorial code. So whatever possible program you are able to design, just for a practice, try this, okay? Whatever you are able to try. Rest of the point I will be covering in the session. If any program you are having or facing some difficulty, please ask to me. But practice. Then only you will understand the topic. Now, just one help. Let's say I wanted to print, okay, up to 20 all even number. Now, you know, yesterday we learned even number logic. If any number is completely divisible by 2, then it is even. Now, tell me how I can write this logic. Suppose I wanted to print all even number up to 25 only. Means what I need to do? Print all even number up to, yes, 25. First of all even number I need to start with 1. And 1 to how much time? I mean, how many number we want to iterate? 25. So you can design your for loop first. Okay, integer. Let's say I should start with 1, or you can start from 0 also. I should be less than equal to, can I write 25? And every time I will be validating increment because I will be validating each and every next number. But how I can test now here? Tell me. How we can print even number up to 25? So I'm writing the loop only. Now I is what? Nothing but what? Our number. This number I have to confirm whether it is even or not, even or odd. Currently I'm just trying to print even. So when the number will be even, if number is completely divisible by 2, means can I put condition inside the for loop? Yes, absolutely, guys. Within a for loop, I can write if statement. Okay, if what is the condition? If I mod 2 it is equal to 0, then I can print, okay, even number, okay, even number, and there I can print that ith value. If it is not, say I'm not writing else apart because if number is not even, I don't want that odd number print in the console, right? I want only even number. So whatever numbers are even, you will see in the console. Great. So let's run. That's it. Our logic is completed. And please have a look. I'm getting all these numbers which are even numbers in the console. Easy. Similarly, can you try up to 25 how to print odd number? So same kind of code is available in the assignment, which I will be sharing with you. Correct? So just try those assignment. Number of assignment which is possible. Okay. I will be sharing that document in your WhatsApp group and then try it. Okay. Few code like while loop we haven't covered yet. Do while loop and all. That even nested pattern. So I'm not expecting pattern examples also. But at least for conditional, you can complete the assignment. And only whatever you can see for the basic for loop that you can try. Okay. Or better, I'll do one thing, guys. Instead of this kind of thing, let's do one thing. I will segregate the code. Okay, so I will ask you to just complete this many program. Okay, better. I will come to assignment file. Assignment, let's say 5. Okay, and let me again remove these numbers. Okay, I'm not expecting you should try this. I will cover this. Don't worry. Prime number try. Okay, which number is a prime number? Anybody knows? Anyways, I will cover this better because again we have to discuss many things over there, reverse number and all, right? So that I will be covering. So I think 5 and this is the sixth one and seventh one. Only 7 program try. Okay, these are based on the conditional and for loop. Okay, so I think this is easy. Just try to write logic for this program. Okay, that's it. And remaining topic, while loop, do while loop, and what is this prime number validation, Armstrong number, again, reverse number, very common interview question. While interview people will ask you write a logic to reverse a number, reverse any string, which I will be covering because these are the common questions. But before that, try basic program. Okay, fine. So that's all for today. And we will continue remaining topics again from the Monday. Again, guys, if anybody wanted to repeat weekend batch using same link, join at 9:30 and you can attend. Okay, fine. Bye everyone. Take care. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.